Semrock's polarizing bandpass filter is actually a thin film filter. We have a device that looks something like this, and inside of it there's actually a thin film coated piece of glass that's held at about a 45-degree angle. So when light passes through the component like this, the light is polarized. A lot of people have asked, is there really a need for a new type of polarizer? There's a lot of polarizers out there today already. Well, there are a lot of polarizers, but all of them have specific strengths and weaknesses. These filters are polarizers with a very, very high transmission, so they transmit 95 to 100% of the light. They have very high reliability and durability, so you can shine a laser beam through this polarizer and it won't destroy the component. They can be made in quite large sizes. The one I'm showing here is a 1-inch component, but they can be made even larger than that. And most importantly, they have really excellent contrast, or what's sometimes called very low extinction, which means the light coming through the polarizer of one polarization is much, much, much smaller than the light coming through of the other polarization. And there really isn't a component on the market today that combines all of those features together. Any sort of optical system, for example, imaging system, that needs to pass a fairly large beam of light and needs to achieve a very high degree of contrast can benefit from this type of polarizer. There are also a lot of laser-based applications that can use this type of polarizer. For instance, laser comm systems, laser communication systems often require a device that isolates only one polarization of light or transmits only a single polarization of light. One of the most unique aspects of this component is that in addition to being a good polarizer with all the properties that I spoke of, it's also integrated a bandpass filter. So it passes only a narrow region of the spectrum of light, and it blocks with a very high degree of attenuation the light at other wavelengths away from that passband. So combined into a single component, you have a polarizer and a bandpass filter. So for instance, if you have a detection system that's trying to pick up a fairly weak signal of light on top of a fairly high broad background, this device allows you to pass with a high degree of extinction only one polarization of light and only a narrow range of wavelengths of light, and therefore get rid of all that background light of other polarizations and wavelengths, which is essentially noise in the system. They're a unique combination of features that people really didn't know existed until now, so a lot of people are really still just experimenting with them. Semrock's polarizing bandpass filter was recently nominated to be a finalist in the Prism Award competition, and we're really grateful for that because we felt that this was truly an innovative component, but we weren't sure everyone else in the market was going to recognize that right away. So it's very gratifying to see that other folks are recognizing all the innovations that are going on in the photonics space.